Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to visualize some of the drone data from our vineyard. This will give you an idea of how drones are being used as part of the management of crops, horticulture projects, in our case, vineyards. The easiest way to understand how to use this data for agricultural analysis is to just start playing with the data and do a visual inspection. First is to get some data. So if you scroll down to on our web page, drones and viticulture, you'll see monthly data sets. You want to download at least two data sets, one of the same month, NDVI and RGB color. You can right click on that, you can open them up, and this will give you a Google Drive folder with some files inside of it. You want to download everything in the file, and if you go to the folder title here, you'll see a drop-down menu, and you go to download. Now these are large files. These are going to be zipped and into a compressed file. Download them. Once they're downloaded, you can move these files into their own file location, just some file on your desktop maybe. It's very easy to find. And then you're going to extract or unzip those files. Cool. The next thing you want to do is you want to download and install QGIS. Now, QGIS is an open source geospatial software that's been around for many years. It's used in a variety of different industries and contexts. Depending whether you're a Mac or a PC or have another operating system, go ahead and download and install it. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any problems with that, again, there's a vibrant community around QGIS, and I'm booting it up as we speak. QGIS essentially allows us to layer any kind of data sets that have a location or associated with each file. In our case, every time we fly the drone and capture an image, that image is tagged with a location or a GPS coordinate. And so in our case, all of our photos are geolocated. So this is what it looks like when I open up my QGIS for the first time. It'll probably look different for you. You go up in the upper left and just go to New Project. And there's a window here called the browser window, and that allows you to browse inside your computer and find any kind of data. So I know that on my C drive, it's located on my desktop. C drive under users, my user is Dancy or me, and then on my desktop. And then here I've got a folder called raster, because these are raster images, so I put them in a folder. Let's first I'm going to click on the RGB file and drag it over and drop. That's how easy it is. And then right now I am using the hand on the upper left. You can see the hand right there is the hand used to move around. You can click and hold and move that image around, and then you use the roller on your mouse and zoom in and zoom out and see different parts of the vineyard. This is a really powerful way of just getting a sense of what's going on in our vineyard. Where are areas that really are looking really robust and so forth, and other areas might be a little thinner and so forth. This image was taken in August 30th. Great, so this is the first kind of visual inspection, just seeing the overall view of the vineyard. The next data set here, and this is an NDVI. Again, I'm going to my browser. I'm just going to drag the NDVI TIFF, again, just use the TIFF, and drop it in there, and that's going to lay over right on top of it. Now, what is this? As explained on the website, this is an agricultural index that essentially is looking at how much near infrared light is being absorbed or reflected, right? And so concrete and asphalt, for example, will absorb infrared. Healthy plants tend to reject it, right? And so this is a grayscale image. You'll see that it's at negative 0.6 to positive 0.98, meaning that it's a positive 1 to -1. That's the whole range of expression here. And so 0.98 actually is more healthy plants because they're rejecting the near infrared light. But grayscale doesn't help us very much. So if you double click on that image, a symbology window will come up. And this has information about the image, and the source of it, where it's located, and coordinate system, but really symbology is most important. Right now, we have a single band gray, but we can go to a single band pseudo color and then choose a color ramp. Right now, I'm using spectral, and I'm going to apply it, and you can see that, oh, there we go. So the higher numbers here are in blue, the lower numbers are in red, right? And that itself will give us, we can hit OK, will give us a sense of, this must be, the plants, right? The actual vines, and some, are kind of thicker growth versus others might be thinner, right? So this is really the start of getting a sense of what's going on, and this will help you visualize things more. Now you can do other things with this. For example, instead of a continuous, we can do, say, an equal interval, and apply that. And maybe you want, here we have 5 classes, maybe we want to make a few more, like 7 classes, and hit apply, just to make things a little bit more granulated. You can also change the color. If you double click on the blue here, maybe we don't want the blue, we can move it around and make that a green, right? And then hit apply, and now the green is popping. You see how the yellow and the orange here are kind of all over the place? We can again double click on the orange, and then here in opacity we can make that 0 and hit OK. We can do the same thing maybe for the yellow. Hit that opacity and make that. Hit that OK. And when you hit apply, guess what happens? Now everything, now what we see is the image below it, right? So again, this is a layers panel. Everything is layered on top of each other. So this is the actual color image. This is the image of our index, right? And so this is just one way to better granulate, how how things are doing. And right now we're at 0.483, right? We can actually change that to the label position 0.45 and 0.7 and 0.9. We can get even more granular and really see, where are the areas that are really popping, and maybe like this little teal is not the color we want. We want something like, I don't know, that. We hit OK. Or we just want to change it all together, just drag this, and maybe we'll make that kind of an orange or something. We hit OK and hit apply, and then we can see again where our areas are doing really well, and then maybe on the fringe here not so much, right? So this is just one way of kind of seeing the vineyard in a kind of a quantifiable way, but still visual, right? The next steps would be what we could do is called zonal analysis, where we actually kind of demarcate an area, extract these values, and see them in a chart, and maybe compare month to month or year to year to see how we're going. Okay, so that's our little introduction to visual analysis, both using color, red, blue, green images, and agricultural index, NDVI, Normalized Difference Vegetation Index. I'm really happy I was able to say that and remember it. Great. Everyone have a wonderful day. Hope this was useful. Take care. Bye.